I congratulate all the 2020 HACCI Award winners for your outstanding achievements and contributions to the community. The last 12 months have been challenging in so many ways, and it's thanks to individuals and organisations like you who are championing leadership and innovation that we can see a stronger future. The Victorian Multicultural Commission has a long-standing and valued relationship with the Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we have truly appreciated your contribution to the Victorian Multicultural Chamber of Commerce Group and your support not only to the Greek community, but of our multicultural community more broadly. I would like to especially thank HACCI for your involvement in the recent roundtable discussion with the Greek community in Victoria, discussing the impact of COVID-19 and sharing your valuable insights. Your support will be critical as we continue to respond to the pandemic, open up the stage, and move towards recovery. So to all the award winners and to the staff and members of the Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, from all of us at the Victorian Multicultural Commission, please enjoy your awards gala and thank you for your support.
So I just want to shot of this boardroom,
Yeah.
and then zoom in closer.
Well, yeah, closer, not too close. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having us at your headquarters, Effie.
It's a pleasure, pleasure. Pleasure's all yours.
Hey, has this been a tough year for you?
Look, it's not personal what's happened this year. It's happened to the world. But I must admit, it's hard for me to say this because it's been a tough year. You know, I'm running this corporation. As you can see, we're a bit lean on board members here. It's just down to me. And the HACCIs, they called again, of course, because I did it last year. Huge hit. I don't want to say anything against the Greeks because I love the Greeks and I am one. And I know tight, not only because I am tight, but I come from tight. You know, the Greeks, that's Zimbabwe, you know. And this year there's no budget, you know, it's anorexic.
Would you join the HACCI board?
Well, when you say join, you know, in what capacity you might ask. I'm not anybody's, hamali. I have to be top of the pops. I'm after Fotini's job. Don't get me wrong, right? Fotini είναι πανέξυπνη. I mean, tetrapérati. Δικηγόρος. I mean, say no more. But is she street smart? Does she know the average Joe? Or Yanaki, in our case. Dimitri, Costa, Pavlo, Panayoti, etc. Και ούτω καθεξής. No. I mean, I'm the people's person. You know, I get around. I go all over Australia. I know where the Greeks are at. Η Φωτεινή με το μολύβι της with her computer, στο γραφείο της, you know, legal talk. That's not street talk. She's the chair. I want to be the τραπεζαρία. Φωτεινή, watch out. I'm coming for you.
It's time for the 2020 HACCI Awards. Please welcome your host, υποδεχτείτε την παρουσιάστρια της βραδιάς, Mary Coustas.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry Awards, the HACCIs. I'm very excited to be back for the second time in a row to be your MC for the first ever digital event of this awards night. Of course, things come naturally to me. After all, my initials do spell MC. HACCI has been celebrating Hellenic achievement in our community for 34 years now, but it would be an understatement to say that 2020 is an unprecedented year. Every year, the awards ceremony is held at a glamorous annual gala ball which was naturally cancelled this year. I know this is sad, no 5-course meal, no delectable desserts, no exquisite Greek wine, no dancing. But I wouldn't worry too much. These are all coming back soon, because if there's anything we Greeks don't miss, it's an opportunity to celebrate. And tonight we are celebrating excellence, even if we do it in a different way.
Yasu, although we can't meet tonight in the traditional way, I'd like to thank the Chamber for their efforts in making sure that this important event went ahead. After all, tonight's about recognising the Hellenic Australians who bring our nations together, and who in doing so make our state stronger. This year, perhaps more than any other, those contributions are worth celebrating. On behalf of our government and every Victorian, congratulations and thank you. Ευχαριστώ.
We've all been doing our best to adapt to the COVID-19 reality, and so did HACCI. We faced a dilemma. Do we put off the awards for a year or go forward as originally planned? You know what they say, sometimes a crisis is an opportunity, and it's at times like this that we need to acknowledge those amongst us who thrive despite adversity, who adapt, who innovate, and who lead by example. Tonight, it is my honour and pleasure to welcome you to the first HACCI Digital Awards. We come together connecting 3 different cities, Melbourne, Sydney, Athens, giving everyone around the world the opportunity to participate from their homes. I'm at Sydney Sheraton on the Park at the fabulous La Libertine. The Melbourne team is at the Hellenic Museum, and our entertainers will be at Gazarte in Athens, looking at the Acropolis, and our award winners, well, they're at a secret location that I cannot share yet. Thank you for having me on your screen, whichever screen you're watching from tonight. Share our live stream, comment and connect with each other with the best and brightest of our community. Let the HACCIs begin. The first award for the evening is the Bank of Sydney Business Award. This award recognises outstanding achievement by an individual or company in the business or corporate sector. To announce this year's winner, we will cross to the Hellenic Museum in Melbourne.
Kalispera, Mary. Welcome back to the HACCIs. You're a family now. HACCI is committed to promoting business and leadership, and this is exactly the purpose served by the HACCI Business Award, presented by Bank of Sydney. Every year, we acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of those individuals who make significant contributions to their industry, excel in their field, build strong brands, and follow the best business practices promoting sustainability and innovation.
It is my pleasure to represent Bank of Sydney alongside with our CEO in this first ever digital ceremony and present the HACCI Bank of Sydney Business Award. This year's award goes to someone who meets all these criteria. CEO of Melbourne Seafood Centre, Deputy Chair of Seafood Industry Victoria, Director of South East Trawl Fishing Association and of Victorian Women in Seafood Australasia, Mary Coustas is a true leader in her industry. An advocate for sustainable practices, Barbara has been instrumental in securing and protecting resources, ensuring the future of the industry in Australia. Her trajectory, coming from an island of fishermen, from a family that ran fish and chips shops, to becoming a leader in the field, is a shining example of a real Greek success story in Australia. Mary Coustas, on behalf of the Bank of Sydney, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm just so honoured to get this award. I'd like to thank the Chair and the Board of HACCI for taking this initiative to run these awards this year. Being such a difficult year in Melbourne under lockdown, this has certainly added a highlight and put some normalcy back into Victoria and Melbourne for me. I'd like to thank the Bank of Sydney and Miltos in particular. Without good partnerships, awards like this can never exist. And to my husband and family who support me and understand me, I'd like to thank you as well. I started off at a very tender age in business. I was at my father's shadow as he had a family business in the wholesale fish market, and this taught me all about how to run a business. My father, when you're working in a family business, you have to make all the decisions yourself. You pivot, you change strategies, you market. You're the one-horse band, as they say, and I learnt all this from him. And in particular, I learnt from him is about people management and how to look after your team. And so to my late father and my brothers who now run this business, I thank them as well. Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone, and especially thank you to HACCI and to whoever nominated me. Thank you for recognising my work in the seafood industry. Thanks.
Congratulations to Barbara for winning the Bank of Sydney Business Award tonight. Bravo, Barbara, well deserved. At Bank of Sydney, we are proud of our Hellenic heritage and our community work, both of which have shaped our character and vision to be Australia's best bank when it comes to people. At Bank of Sydney, we are also delighted to be the main partner of the Hellenic Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the 4th year running, and are very excited to celebrate the achievements within the Hellenic Australian community at this HACCI Excellence Awards virtual gala. Although this year we are not physically together in Melbourne, we are very happy to be connecting with everyone Australia-wide via digital platforms from here in Sydney. Alongside HACCI, we are thrilled to be part of an exceptional initiative that truly connects people. It is wonderful to recognize the high achievements within a Hellenic heritage to the wider Australian community, while also strengthening and promoting multicultural ties, both economically and culturally. We would like to congratulate HACCI, all their members and the award recipients on their remarkable achievements to date. We wish them all the best for their future endeavors, and once again, congratulations, Barbara. Thank you all very much. Have a great night.
Thank you, Miltos. It's great to be in the same room, even if we can't share the screen. Up next is Professional Services Award, presented by our award partner, Intralot. Let's cross to our award partners and the HACCI board, who are at the Hellenic Museum in Melbourne.
Anyone can be good at their job, even great, but it takes a very special individual to have a holistic outlook in their professional field and its connection with the broader community. This type of quality HACCI is looking for when selecting the recipient of the Professional Services Award, sponsored by Intralot.
Intralot is proud to present the HACCI Professional Services Award to acknowledge the outstanding individual that not only excels in their industry, but more importantly, contribute to the advancement of their profession. Dr. Paul Iliadis is that individual. With over 35 years experience in clinical hematology and oncology, Dr. Iliadis is a dedicated supporter of medical research that explores promising opportunities in cancer care, particularly involving the management of malignant disease and stem cell transplantation. He has been instrumental in founding the Hematology and Oncology Clinics of Australia, but his role in the community goes well beyond his professional field. Dr. Paul donated $1 million Australian for the creation of the Academic Chair of Classics and Ancient History at the University of Queensland, the only state university that offers courses in the history, culture, literature, and languages of ancient Greece and the Roman Empire. Well done, Dr. Paul Iliadis. Εκ μέρους της Intralot, σας ευχόμαστε θερμά συγχαρητήρια και καλή συνέχεια στο έργο σας.
My first thank always goes to my parents, actually, because it took me many years to complete my studies, but then people in my position always take many years to finish their studies. But certainly, I've been very fortunate to have two great parents. My father now has been dead for 22 years, but my mother is still alive. So I certainly owe them many, many things. Look, I must admit, I was very surprised with the award. It was something that I was not expecting. The things that I do, I've been doing for many, many years, and I've never thought of awards, to be frank with you. I've done these things because they seem like the right thing to do. So to be acknowledged in this way is, well, a lovely surprise, and certainly I feel very honoured and privileged that you've given me this award. So thank you very much. It's certainly very much appreciated.
The HACCIs have always had the pleasure to feature top-class entertainment by some of the finest Greek performers in Australia, and this year is no different. It is my pleasure to introduce to you one of the rising stars of the thriving Melbourne jazz scene, bassist Chris Frangou and his trio, playing Greek music with a jazz twist.
advice would you give to businesses that have struggled during the pandemic?
You know, just say, you know, stand firm, but it's also an ευκαιρία, an opportunity to, you know, to try something different, to put, I don't want to say, but to re-look at your business and see what you're doing right and wrong, you know. It's a time for a reset. You know, dióxic, you know, the lazy people that you've got in your business, you know, the singinis that you were carrying for all those years, just out of, you know, υποχρέωση. Have a think about, you know, are they adding value to your business? And if they're not, you know, COVID's a good excuse to say, listen, hard times, πάρε δρόμο. I've had no income this year, you know, I mean, if it wasn't for JobKeeper, alimono, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Is Shane a partner in the business, or is it just yours?
No, well, I recently got married, you know, to a very successful plastic surgeon. Good thanks. Kita tihi. And he's doing okay. But, you know, I want to be self-sufficient, independent financially.
You've been to the Hackers before.
I have.
Yeah?
I was there last year.
How was it?
It was epic, you know. And I looked around that room, you know, in Melbourne. It was the Regent Ballroom from memory, right? And I'm thinking, look at how much money they're spending and how little they spent on me. And I think that's when it all started for me, because I'm thinking, all these people that are getting awards, they're not getting awards because they've failed. They're getting awards and recognition because they're great at what they do. Hello, last time I checked, I had a Logie Award. You know, where's my money? Where's my financial recognition?
I mean, we cannot offer you money, but we could at least offer you this.
Oh my God, what is it, a new pair of shoes? You know, some Jimmy Choos. Oh my God, it's a HACCI Award.
This is not just any ordinary HACCI. This is the HACCI Award for being a legend.
Oh my God. Are you guys serious?
Yes, we are.
Oh my God, συγκινήθηκα. Ψέματα, not that much. But no, seriously, I love this. I mean, I know I'm a legend, but it's so good to be acknowledged, you know. I wanted to thank, who can I thank? The general public, the Greek general public, who for years have supported me from my very humble beginnings till στα μου as well. Thank you to all the Greeks who πάντα δίπλα μου and πίσω μου and really μπροστά μου. Thank you to all of you. This is top. Really, το καλύτερο. Guys, seriously, jokes aside, this is a symbol of great at being Greek, great at doing business, great at being innovative, drawing attention to what us Greeks do, and we're awesome. Αλήθεια να λέγεται. And it's a very sweet award. I could turn it into a very large ring, you know, if I wanted to. Yeah, look, Greeks are fantastic at what they do. They're great at business. They're all entrepreneurs. They were born. That's why μαζί δεν κάνουμε and apart we can't either, you know. But everyone wants to be the boss of a great business. And, you know, tonight is about rewarding people that are great at what they do, awesome, that are not only doing great business, but doing great things for the community and inspiring the generations to come. How excitement.
Welcome back to the HACCIs. 2020 is a year of firsts.
So we are thrilled to introduce another first here at the HACCIs. The inaugural award for innovation is presented by our award partner, Directed. Each year this award will be presented to the individual who has a unique vision in their field of industry and have found a way to put it into effect. So who will be the first winner of the Innovation Award? Let's find out.
Nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. Victor Hugo was right. His quote might as well talk about innovation, because innovation is much more than a buzzword. It's the way powerful ideas open new grounds in business, in society, in life. It's the practice of improving life, finding solutions to complex problems. It's progress. This is why from this year onwards, HACCI will be presenting the Innovation Award sponsored by Directed Australia.
Directed Australia is proud to present the first ever Innovation Award at the HACCIs. We're even prouder to present this award to a true trailblazer who's dedicated her life to progress and humanity. Professor Vassou Apostolopoulos is a world-renowned researcher who has been recognised with over 100 awards for the outstanding results of her research. She is a global leading expert in immunology, X-ray crystallography, medicinal chemistry, cellular biology, molecular biology. She has extensive translational research expertise with development of drugs and vaccines. She was the first in the world to develop the concept of immunotherapy for cancer in the early 1990s, which today is used by hundreds of labs around the world. Using immunotherapy, Professor Apostolopoulos has developed the world's first vaccines for breast and ovarian cancer. She is now applying this approach to diseases like multiple sclerosis and diabetes. In response to the current global emergency, Professor Apostolopoulos and her team have been working relentlessly on a response to COVID-19, working on vaccines and drugs to fight coronavirus. Thank you for your work, Professor Vassou Apostolopoulos. From Directed, we congratulate Professor Apostolopoulos for this outstanding award. Thank you.
Well, what can I say? I feel honoured, I feel privileged to receive this award today. Given the circumstances that we've all gone through and are going through, HACCI has remained to be positive and looking for outstanding Greeks in the community and giving out awards. So I feel very privileged to be awarded the inaugural Innovation Award. I thank HACCI for the award, and throughout my career, the Greek community has really been behind me, and they've helped me with my research and they support me. And this is just another award that I have received from the Hellenic, from the Greek community. And in return, I promise that I will develop and promote and develop drugs and vaccines against various diseases. So I thank you, HACCI, for this award, and it will sit in a special spot in my office. So when I have my meetings through Zoom, I'll be looking at my award. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Vassou. How incredible was that? The next award to be presented this evening is the HACCI for a Woman of Influence, that this year is presented by Salary Masters. John Kalitzis, HACCI board member and managing director of Salary Masters, is at the Hellenic Museum, and he will reveal the winner.
It is no secret that the world of business and entrepreneurship is no longer male-dominated. Women have been changing this for decades now, but no matter how much we've progressed, there's still a long way to go. Each year, the HACCI Woman of Influence Award goes to the inspired and inspirational person in our community who opens pathways for female leadership and drives change towards a diverse and vibrant society. I'll now hand over to John Kalitzis from Salary Masters to introduce our Woman of Influence Award.
Salary Masters are proud to present this award to Violet Roumeliotis, a social entrepreneur and a champion of diversity, inclusion and social justice. As the CEO of Settlement Services International, a not-for-profit that supports migrants to achieve their full potential, she has created tangible results to strengthen Australia's status as a world-leading multicultural nation. Under her leadership, SSI grew from a state-based body to a national organisation and has seen revenue increase from 9 million to 115 million, setting an example of how social entrepreneurship can be the driving force for a better tomorrow. Violet Roumeliotis, συγχαρητήρια.
My parents' story as immigrants from post-World War II Greece has directly affected and strongly influenced my life story. My journey as a little girl working in the family business on weekends and after school, to today, the CEO of a successful not-for-profit in the top 1% of social businesses. Greek entrepreneurs, and in fact migrants who have arrived on these shores, have contributed greatly, are indeed the backbone of the success of Australia as a multicultural, social cohesive and vibrant society. This award is for my parents, their legacy. My beautiful 89-year-old mother, Christavier, who still inspires me. My father, Yanni, my role model, who lives in my heart for the past 30 years since we lost him, and whose stories and passion, his love for Greece and Greek culture, his wisdom, his resilience and optimism are with me every day. I am very proud of being Greek Australian and everything that it offers me as a citizen of this beautiful country. This award is also for all those migrants who arrived on our shores with hope, open hearts, aspiration and dreams. Thank you very much, HACCI, for this wonderful honour.
Incredible. Congrats, Violet. Another woman of influence, in fact, one of the most influential entrepreneurs in the world, my colleague and dear friend Ariana Huffington, joins us with a special message from Los Angeles.
Thank you, Alex. It's so great to be with you. Welcome to the 2020 awards presented by the Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. These awards offer a unique opportunity to celebrate the best and the brightest in Australia, to recognize excellence in the Hellenic Australian community, and to shine a bright light on those who have excelled in their field and gone above and beyond in serving the community. 2020 was obviously a very challenging year. And that's why it's more important than ever to recognize the strength, dedication, and resilience we'll hear about tonight. I also want to thank those who made this digital broadcast possible. It's the culmination of a lot of hard work by a network of professionals who are committed to this community. With that, I want to wish good luck to all of our finalists tonight and throw open the virtual doors to welcome all of you around the world who are joining us tonight. And now, on with the show.
Congratulations to all the recipients so far. If you're watching from around the world and are wondering why we're not staring at the screen with the winners in it, the HACCIs this year are produced under strict COVID-safe plans, and while we can be in the same venue, we have to keep our distance. Sometimes staying apart keeps us together. What an inspiration it is every year to see those remarkable people and organisations being acknowledged and celebrated for their work. It is for this type of achievement that the Hellenic diaspora is lauded all over the world. Wherever we travel, wherever we find ourselves, we Greeks are known to work hard and give back to the community, making our motherland proud. I'm going to take you now to the motherland. Let's go to one of our country's most popular spots, the Athens neighbourhood of Gazi. There on the rooftop of Gazarte, there's a band playing their uplifting version of classic songs. They are making waves in the Athens music scene, blending rebetiko, laiko and elafro tragoudi with swing, Latin and gypsy influences. Ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled to welcome Gadjo Dilo.
Καλησπέρα. Καλησπέρα στη Μελβούρνη, καλησπέρα στην Αυστραλία, καλησπέρα στην Αθήνα του Νότου, από τον όμορφο κεραμικό στο κέντρο της Αθήνας. Είμαστε πολύ χαρούμενοι που παίζουμε απόψε, έστω και ψηφιακά, για σας, για την 34η απονομή των βραβείων του Ελληνοαυστραλιανού Βιομηχανικού και Εμπορικού Επιμελητηρίου. Είμαστε η Gadjo Dilo, ένα συγκρότημα από την Ελλάδα που αγαπά να παίζει την τσιγκάνικη jazz μουσική, αλλιώς jazz manous, με τα χρώματα όμως και τα αρώματα της Ελλάδας μας. Είναι ο Σέργιος Χρυσοβιτσάνος στο βιολί, είναι ο Κωνσταντίνος Μητρόπουλος στην κιθάρα, είναι ο Γιώργος Ρούλος στο κοντραμπάσο και ο Σωτήρης Πομώνης στην κιθάρα. Εγώ είμαι η Λιάννα Τσαπατσάρη στη φωνή. Καλή μας διασκέδαση! Χίλιες βραδιές στο δικό σου στενό ξημερώνω. Χίλιες καρδιές δεν θα αντέχαν σ' αυτό το καημό. Να πω το μεγάλο μου πόνο, μόνο εσύ θα τον γιατρεύες μόνο. Έλα και κάνε μου γέλιο τον κάθε λιγμό. Σου σφυρίζω, για να βγει σου σφυρίζω και σιγό μουρμουρίζω το δικό μας σκοπό. Σε κανένα μην τα πεις, σε κανένα φύλαξε τα κρυμμένα όσα λόγια σου πω. Θα έρθει τα γέρι με το απαλό του χέρι κρυφά, κρυφά να σε ξυπνήσει και το φεγγάρι απ' τη δική μας χάρη τα μάτια του θα κλείσει. Σου σφυρίζω, για να βγει σου σφυρίζω και σιγό μουρμουρίζω σ' αγαπώ, σ' αγαπώ. κρυφά να σε ξυπνήσει και το φεγγάρι για τη δική μας χάρη τα μάτια του θα κλείσει. Σου σφυρίζω για να βγεις, σου σφυρίζω και εσύ εγώ μουρμουρίζω το δικό μας σκοπό. Σου σφυρίζω για να βγεις, σου σφυρίζω και εσύ εγώ μουρμουρίζω σ' αγαπώ, 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 σ' αγαπώ. Το επόμενο είναι ένα καινούριο τραγούδι, γραμμένο από μας, κυκλοφόρησε πέρυσι και λέγεται «Αέρας». Αν έρθω απόψε να σ' ακουμπήσω και μες στο αυτάκι τρυφερά να σου μιλήσω, θα γίνω αεράκι εγώ να σε χαϊδεύω γλυκά στους ώμους, απαλά να σε παιδεύω. Μα μες στο σπίτι αν πας να με κλειδώσεις, δεν μπορείς να με ημερώσεις. Χτυπάω τις πόρτες εγώ και τα παράθυρα κι αν με μαλώσεις, σφυρίζω αδιάφορα. Αέρας είμαι, αέρας είμαι κι εγώ θα πάω που γουστάρω. Αέρας είμαι, αέρας είμαι κι όλα σφάρνα θα τα πάρω. Αέρας είμαι, αέρας είμαι, μη με ρωτάς που ήμουν και που θα πάω. Αέρας είμαι, αέρας είμαι κι από τα δάχτυλα σου μέσα θα γλιστράω. Όσο κι αν θέλεις εκεί να μείνω κι από βοριάς μια ανάσα ήρεμη να γίνω. Αν προσπαθήσεις εσύ να με χορτάσεις, ρίξε τα δίχτυα σου να δούμε αν θα με πιάσεις. Είναι αμαρτία να μην ταξιδεύεις και όλων τις καρδιές να κλέβεις. Χτυπάω τις πόρτες εγώ και τα παράθυρα κι αν με ζηλεύεις, σφυρίζω αδιάφορα. Αέρας είμαι, αέρας είμαι κι εγώ θα πάω που γουστάρω. Αέρας είμαι, αέρας είμαι κι όλα σφάρνα θα τα πάρω. επιστροφή στη Μελβούρνη. Με εμάς θα τα πείτε σε λίγο. Γεια σου, Effie! Γεια σου, Effie! Hi, Effie!
Τι να πω, τα ελληνικά μου δεν είναι τόσο καλά. Μόνο θέλω να πω, Ελλάδα, τι μας κάνατε, σας αγαπάμε τόσο πολύ. Είμαστε Έλληνες πάνω απ' όλα. Ναι, στην Αυστραλία ζούμε, αλλά είμαστε Έλληνες και σας έχουμε μεγάλη αδυναμία. Και κάθε χρόνο κάνουμε ό,τι μπορούμε να έρθουμε εκεί και να πιούμε το νερό από την ίδια πηγή με εσάς. Δεν με ξέρετε, εγώ τώρα για 30 χρόνια είμαι η ανώτερη σε τέτοια. Δεν θέλω να πω πολλά πράγματα, μεγάλο στά εδώ στην Αυστραλία. Ναι, με ξέρουν επειδή είμαι όμορφη, φτύστε, αλλά γιατί τους ανέβασα τους Έλληνες. Έπρεπε, έτσι. Στην Αυστραλία όλοι μας ξέρουν τώρα και μας ζηλεύουν και γιατί όχι. Δεν είμαστε εδώ φέτος μαζί σου, αλλά να ξέρετε ότι στην καρδιά μας είμαστε πάντα μαζί. Σας φιλώ.
Welcome back to the HACCI's 2020. How great were Gadjo Dilo? Well, there are more surprises from Athens throughout the live stream, so please stay with us. Next up is the HACCI Sports Award presented by our long-term award partner, the Heidelberg United Football Club. Let's cross to Melbourne to find out the score.
If anyone had ever any doubts about the importance of sports, they should be gone now during these challenging times we've been through. We cherish the importance of daily exercise. We spent day after day, week after week, waiting to hear the good news. That the local oval would reopen, that our kids would start practicing again, that our professional athletes would be back, that sports fans would be allowed to go to the stadium and cheer for their heroes. Sports have been the glue that holds our community together. We all know that. And that's why we celebrate our champions. That's why our athletic achievements have been part of our history and our mythology. It is this history that we celebrate with the Sports Award, sponsored by Heidelberg United.
Dalika has been narrating our national sports history and mythology through his photos for more than 3 decades. Born in Sydney to parents Nicholas and Teresa Garayanis, coming from Samos and Castellarizo, respectively. Bandeli is now recognised as one of Australia's top sports photographers. With a keen eye for detail, particularly when it comes to Olympic and Paralympic sports, he's always there to capture the exact moment when our modern demigods go beyond their limits and demonstrate the power of the human body. His long list of awards and accolades includes a place in the 2020 top contemporary Australian photographers of all time. Acknowledgement as 2018 Australian Sports Photographer of the Year, the 2017 Service to Sport Award, not to mention being the winner of the Best Olympic Photograph of the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games. When COVID-19 hit and the Tokyo Olympics were cancelled, Dalika still found a way to capture momentum and write sports history. His portraits of the athletes who saw their Olympic dreams shattered will stay on as a chronicle of our times and as an enduring reminder of how photos can capture and spread emotions. Great job, Dalika. Congratulations from us all, especially those at Heidelberg United.
Good evening. I'm one of the lucky ones who love going to work each day. After 35 years, I stand here looking at achievements which I never thought were possible at the start of my career. I've been blessed to achieve milestones, recognitions and awards within my industry. Some awards were for more than just my pictures. This is one of them, and this is at the top of the list. It means so much to me as it recognises all the things that I've learned to make me a success of what I do. As a Greek Australian, Mum and Dad taught me everything there was to know about respect, ethics, honesty, faith, and the pride in a good hard day's work. Understanding this foundation allows me to be happy with the process and allows me to put a little bit of my soul into my images. Thank you, HACCI, for this amazing recognition. Thank you to Nikon and Subaru for all of your support. Thank you to my family who have put up with the days and the hours that I've been away from home. And last, I thank Apollo, the Greek god of light, who offers me a light challenge each time I pick up the camera. Ευχαριστώ και καλή νύχτα.
Now it's time for an award that acknowledges a very Greek quality, creating tight-knit communities, extended families and taking care of our own, but also of others. The HACCI Community Award presented by our partners at Pronia. Kalispera to all the great people at Pronia in Melbourne. Thank you for looking after our community and especially our elderly at such critical times.
Congratulations to all the award winners so far. It's always exciting to see all those people who contribute to making our community better. And it's always a pleasure for us to present the Community Award to acknowledge and celebrate those among us who make a difference with their dedication, their skills, their passion and compassion. This year has been particularly challenging for our communities, which makes it all the more important to honour those who have been going above and beyond to bring us together.
So let's all take a virtual trip to the Northern Territory and say thank you to Lilian Gomatos, who has been an integral part of the Darwin Greek community for decades, working tirelessly to promote Greek culture to the broader community. Born in Melbourne in 1945, Lilian moved to Darwin with her husband Theo in 1967. It was through him that Lilian found a pathway into community work. When Theo was offered a position in the Greek consulate in 1975, Lilian started working to help Greek migrants who knew little or no English. Fast forward 10 years and many fundraisers later, and Lilian became the first female president of the Greek community of Northern Territory. Through her leadership, the community established Glendi, the glorious Greek festival that runs for 32 years. Anyone who has been to the Darwin Glendi will confirm that Lilian is the heart and soul of the festival and a true ambassador of the Hellenic spirit. On behalf of Pronia, thank you, Lilian, for your contribution to the Greek community.
It is with honour that I received this award from the Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. This honour does not just belong to me, it belongs to the many supporters and wonderful people that assisted me through the years. Thank you to the Olympic and Hellenic soccer clubs, the Kalinian Brotherhood, the Hellenic Macedonian Association, the Greek youth, the Cyprus community, who joined with me and my committee as in my presidency of the Greek Orthodox community of NA to create the Greek Lenti Festival. It gave us the opportunity to promote our culture, our dance, our cuisine, and the opportunity also to bond with the Anglo and ethnic counterparts. Glendi has been going for 32 years. We are still celebrating. I pay tribute to a dear friend, Julie Papandanakis, for her encouragement to keep moving forward through difficult times. To my husband, Theo, and my children, Elena, Lewis, and Marianne, for their support and strength when I needed it. Thank you. I thank Peter Paralakis for nominating me for this award. It is through Peter that I joined the Greek Orthodox Youth of Australia, Goya, in the mid-60s, which began my career as a volunteer worker. I am proud to be a Greek Australian and also είμαι περήφανη που είμαι Έλληνο-Αυστραλέζα. Ευχαριστώ.
Congratulations, Mrs. Leanne Demise. So richly deserved. On behalf of HACCI Northern Territory, we thank you for your contribution to our community. Κυρίες και κύριοι, καλησπέρα. Συγχαρητήρια φωτεινή και όλοι. What a beautiful evening. We may be 3,000 kilometers away from the Hellenic Museum, but nothing can stop us from connecting and celebrating with fellow Hellenes here and globally. And to also grab the opportunity to showcase our famous Darwin landscapes. We celebrated our first year of joining the Federation in 2020, and we graciously received endorsement from the Northern Territory Chief Minister. And when the world changed, we had a seat at the table equally to receive important information and updates for our members. Our Territory Hellenes have a voice at all levels in our community. We have representation and advisory boards at state and federal level, focusing on the development of the North. We also very proudly have Territory-born Andrew Liveris AO, the Hellenic Initiative's Global Chairman, as our very own co-chair for the Territory Economic Reconstruction Commission, who has described our territory as the greatest story never told. We have welcomed over 15,000 people over our borders since the pandemic, and we are excited about what the future holds and being a comeback capital of Australia. We wish you all the very best for 2021, and we of course welcome you to our beautiful territory. Elate.
The 2020 HACCI Awards. Please welcome your host. Υποδεχτείτε την παρουσιάστρια της βραδιάς, Mary Coustas.
How amazing. Who wouldn't mind a quick trip to the Northern Territory at this time of the year? Who wouldn't mind a holiday, or even better, a quick little stroll in Athens? I know I'm not alone in my addiction to Greece. We've all had to take a 12-step program to adjust to not being able to go back to Greece this year. And since we cannot travel, let's take this opportunity and take a virtual trip to Athens. Let's imagine that we walk on the stone-paved streets, that we see the iconic Attica sky and the sunlit buildings, and then we stop by to listen to a busker playing his guitar. Only this is not an ordinary busker. This is one of Greece's greatest contemporary singer-songwriters, Foivos Delivorias, and he will give a very special guided tour for us. Γεια σου, Foivos.
Καλησπέρα σε όλους, είμαι ο Foivos Delivorias. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ τα HACCI που μου δώσαν αυτή την ευκαιρία. Δεν ξέρω πόσοι από εσάς θυμάστε τα ελληνικά, πόσοι από εσάς νιώθετε ένα τσίπημα περίεργο όταν τα ακούτε ή πόσοι από εσάς τα έχετε ξεχάσει εντελώς, είστε χρόνια εκεί. Εγώ είμαι πάρα πολύ χαρούμενος που είμαι εδώ. Θέλω να στείλω ένα φιλί στη Μαρία, την παρουσιάστρια, να στείλω πολλές ευχές σε αυτούς που βραβεύονται, που θα βραβευτούν σήμερα, για καλή συνέχεια και καλή επιτυχία. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ το HACCI και τους φίλους που με κάλεσαν. Πρέπει όμως να σας αποκαλύψω ότι εγώ είμαι για άλλο εδώ, είμαι για άλλο λόγο εδώ. Είμαι για την Effie. Έχω πάθος με την Effie και σε αυτήν θέλω να αφιερώσω τα πάντα. Ό,τι τραγουδήσω εδώ πέρα είναι για την Effie. Θέλω να την πείσω πραγματικά ότι χάνει τον καιρό της που βρίσκεται εκεί και ότι εδώ πέρα είναι η φάση. Εδώ πέρα είναι η ζωή. Κοιτάξτε εδώ την πόλη, κοιτάξτε τον Αττικό ουρανό, κοιτάξτε τον ήλιο που σκάει στο πρόσωπό μου. Ακούστε αυτό το τραγούδι από την παλιά ελληνική ταινία. Effie, μιλάει για σένα. Μια βαρκά ήταν μόνη της σε θάλασσα γαλάζια κι ήτανε κι ένας γλάρος με ολόλευκα φτερά κι όλο την κοντοζήγωνε για να της κάνει νάζια και τις φτερούγες του έβρεχε στα γάλανα νερά και ζήλεψα τη βάρκα τη μικρή τη χιονάτη που της φίλους ο γλάρος το κατάλευκο πανί και νιώθω σαν βαρκούλα στα γαλάζια τα πλάτη που όλο περιμένει κάποιο γλάρο να φανεί. Ένα γεράνικο κόκκινο λουλούδι στη γλάστρα κι ήρθε μια πεταλούδα που πετούσε σαν τρελή και ποιος να ξέρει άραγε τι του πήξε λογιάστρα και εκείνο εκοκκίνησε ακόμα πιο πολύ και όλο σύλλογε με τα φτερά τα ανοιγμένα όμως το τι να είπαν δεν το βρίσκω ομολογώ. Ποιος άραγε το ξέρει να το πει και σε μένα. Ας τα ακούγα από σένα και ας κοκκίνιζα κι εγώ. La 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 la. Άρε, τώρα γίνεται να περνάω όλες μου τις μέρες εδώ πέρα, κάτω από τις κολόνες, κοιτάζοντας τη φωτογραφία σου. Δηλαδή, πώς το έχεις κανονίσει έτσι, πες μου. Καταρχάς δεν βαριέσαι εκεί πέρα, δεν πλήττεις. Στη ζωή σου προσωπική. Δηλαδή, παίζει κιθάρα αυτός ο οποίος είναι κοντά σου. Έχει κάποιο χάρισμα. Τον περιτριγυρίζει το αρχαίο ελληνικό κλαίος αυτό που είναι κοντά σου. Τέλος πάντων, θα σου πω ένα τραγούδι, Effie μου. Μόνο για σένα το τραγουδάω. Εντάξει, θα παραστούν και όλοι οι άλλοι θα δουν, θα είναι μάρτυρες, αλλά εγώ πρέπει να σου πω ότι το αυτή που περνάει το έχω γράψει για σένα. Κοσμάρα μου συνήθως κι ξαφνά τη βλέπω να περνάει με μια τσάντα ελευθερουδάκης και να μου χαμογελάει σαν λιγκαριά στη σταδίου και τριφύλια στη Σίνα ομορφαίνεις βαδίσμα μου στην Αθήνα. Λεμονιές στην Κοράη, περικοκλάδες στους ζώναρς. Θέλω να σε ξαναδώ κατά μόνας. Και 1, 2, 3 και αυτή που περνάει, αυτή που περνάει. Αυτή να ρωτήσουμε, να δούμε που πάει. Αυτή να ρωτήσουμε τον προορισμό μας. Ο άγνωστος δρόμος της να βρει το δικό μας. Τιράρα τιριρουραν, τιράρα τιριτιριραν, τανταμ. Έλα χτυπάμε βαλαμάκια όλοι, έλα. Τιράρα τιριρουραν, τιριτιριραν, τανταμ. Για την Effie ρωτάω τι γίνεται, μου λέει, απλώς πηγαίνω στη σχολή μου. Στη χορεσπερίδα, στη συνέλευση, στη φιλοσοφική μου. Περιβολιά στην Μπενάκη, στη Σκουφά. Βοσκοτόπι, ζουζουνίζουν γύρω απ' το άνθος σου οι ανθρώποι. Λουλάκι παραθυράκια στα ταξί και στα τρόλεϊ αλληλοκαλημερίζονται όλοι και πάμε όλοι παιδιά και αυτή που περνάει, αυτή που περνάει, αυτή να ρωτήσουμε, να δούμε που πάει. Αυτή να ρωτήσουμε τον προορισμό μας. Ο άγνωστος δρόμος της βρει το δικό μας. Αν δεν κάνεις Effie, σε παντρεύομαι τώρα και αρχίζει η ανοιξιάτικη ώρα. Ραμ, παμ, πα, 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 παμ.
Φίβο, τι να σου πω. Φίβο, άλλαξαν τα πράγματα λίγο. Δεν ξέρω αν έμαθες, αλλά παντρεύτηκα πριν κάνα χρόνο. Ναι, και άργησες. Δεν μπορούσα να περιμένω για πάντα. Συγγνώμη. Φίβο, μη κλαις. Μη κάνεις έτσι, σε παρακαλώ. Τραγουδάει ο άνθρωπος, like you wouldn't believe. Αλλά βγάζει λεφτά. Because artists, I love them, they're romantic and everything, but if you don't have cash flow, then για μένα δεν κάνει. So I love a bit of this, a bit of ευρώ. Look, it's hard, you know, we're all got to support artists now because they were the first to cop it with COVID because you can't have groups and they can't perform live, and I feel for them because without art, we've got no compass, you know. We revert back to a very animal-like experience. Και το art μας ανεβάζει ψυχολογικά. And we need art, so we need to support all the artists. We need to buy their records. We need to see what they do online. We need to, you know, support their performances, you know, in any way we can, because without art, who are we? Exactly. You know, I mean, I could talk forever, but let's go back to the HACCIs. Next is the Chris Frangou Young Achiever Award. Let's cross to the Hellenic Museum in Melbourne and connect with the Frangou family who are presenting this award.
As a chamber dedicated to the promotion of Greek Australian professionals, we know very well that no matter how much we are inspired by our background and the work of the people who opened pathways for us, it is always more important to keep our eyes on the future. And this is what we celebrate with the Chris Frangou Young Achiever Award. We honour the future leaders, the young role models who will shape the future.
The Frangou family has been proud to present the Young Achiever Award to a long line of deserving recipients. This year, we are happy to present the award to Natalie Kyriakou, an inspiring role model representing Australian youth on the global stage. Natalie Kyriakou is the founder and CEO of My Green World, the creator of the World of the Wild mobile game app, the Australian director of Sri Lankan-based non-government organisation, Dogstar Foundation, and a management consultant at PricewaterhouseCoopers. A passionate champion of education, technology, science and environmental issues, Natalie has created inclusive youth education program and technologies that increase access to wildlife and environmental conservation and sciences. Her approach has been to spark curiosity amongst young people by creating entertaining learning technologies that are accessible to all. On behalf of the Frangou family, we would like to congratulate Natalie Kyriakou.
I would like to begin by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people, traditional custodians of the land on which I stand today, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I'd like to say a huge thank you to HACCI and its partners and sponsors, as well as the community that has continuously supported me. For the past 10 years, I've been working across the environmental, education and social enterprise sectors. My goal has always been to have a positive impact on the world and to inspire curiosity and kindness in my own small way. Thanks to communities like HACCI and my amazingly supportive family, I've been able to have a greater positive impact than I ever imagined. I've also been able to witness a growth in the support and celebration of female entrepreneurs and leaders. Thank you for giving me this honour. Thank you for celebrating women, and thank you for helping me elevate the causes that I care about.
At Mocha Foods, our traditions never get old. We've been creating quality for over 30 years. See, over time, lots of our competitors started using cheap produce with unnatural fillers. Not us. We keep it simple and only use the best ingredients available, just like Dad did when he moved to Australia and opened up his fish and chip shop back in the 70s. Tradition is important to us. We're still a family-run business and our customers always come first.
How inspiring is it to see the young leaders of our community be recognised? Let's take a moment to celebrate them. Let's connect with the Gazarte in Athens and our friends Gadjo Dilo.
Επιστρέφουμε εδώ στην Αθήνα, κάτω από τη σκιά της Ακρόπολης, στον όμορφο κεραμικό, στον Gazarte. Είμαστε η Gadjo Dilo και γιορτάζουμε απόψε μαζί σας την 34η απονομή των βραβείων HACCI. Θα κάνουμε για σας μία καντάδα. Μια όμορφη λαϊκή καντάδα, παιγμένη όμως στο γλυκό πικρό ρυθμό της Bossa Nova. Είναι το μινόρε της Αυγής.
Κάποιο μινόρε της Αυγής για σένα, ναι, είναι γραμμένο από το κλάμα κάποιας ψυχής. Για σένα, ναι, είναι γραμμένο από το κλάμα κάποιας ψυχής. Το παραθύρι σου άνοιξε, ρίξε μου μια γλυκιά ματιά κι ας σβήσω πια τότε μικρό μου μπροστά στην πόρτα σου σε μια γωνιά κι ας σβήσω πια τότε μικρό μου μπροστά στην πόρτα σου σε μια γωνιά. Ρίξε μου μια γλυκιά ματιά κι ας σβήσω πια τότε μικρό μου μπροστά στην πόρτα σου σε μια γωνιά κι ας σβήσω τότε πια μικρό μου μπροστά στην πόρτα σου σε μια γωνιά.
παίξουμε ένα τελευταίο κομμάτι για απόψε. Είμαστε πολύ χαρούμενοι που βρεθήκαμε εδώ και συμμετείχαμε στη γιορτή σας. Συγχαρητήρια σε όλους όσοι βραβεύτηκαν και πρόκειται να βραβευτούν. Στέλνουμε τις ευχές μας. Είμαστε η Gadjo Dilo και με μεγάλη χαρά, όταν οι συνθήκες επιτρέψουν, θα βρεθούμε και κοντά σας. Καλή συνέχεια. Μυστήριο κατάντησες για μένα και τα έχω αγαπούλα μου χαμένα και το σφιγμό σου να βρω δεν μπορώ, γι' αυτό με τυραννάς τόσο καιρό. Αλλά μου λένε τα μάτια σου και άλλα η καρδιά σου, αλλά μου λένε τα χάδια σου και άλλα τα φιλιά σου. Και τερτύπια όλο κάνεις, γι' αυτό κερδίζεις πάντα και δεν χάνεις. Παράξενα στα μάτια με κοιτάς, μα ούτε εσύ δεν ξέρεις τι ζητάς. Αλλά μου λένε τα μάτια σου και άλλα η καρδιά σου, αλλά μου λένε τα χάδια σου και άλλα τα φιλιά σου.
κομμωδία δεν ξαναδά. Δεν ξέρω πια μαζί σου τι να πω. Μα θέλω και δεν θέλω σ' αγαπώ. Αλλά μου λένε τα μάτια σου και άλλα η καρδιά σου. Άλλα μου λένε τα χάδια σου και άλλα τα φίλια σου.
Thank you, Gadjo Dilo. Art has been supporting us during the pandemic, so it is our turn to support the artists. Buy music, stream, visit pages, buy tickets for events, or engage in digital events like this one by making them go viral. The HACCI Network is a united, collaborative and energised network. This platform wouldn't be possible without the contribution of HACCI's digital partner, Just Gold Digital Agency. Kalispera to the chair of the Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Fotini Kypreos, and the executive producer of the awards, Kyriakos Gold.
Συγχαρητήρια. What an incredible journey and what an incredible night. A night that wouldn't be possible without our digital partners at Just Gold Digital Agency. Isn't that right, Kyriako?
Kudos to you, Fotini, the previous chair, Georgina Poulos, and the HACCI boards for being the real innovators in the Hellenic Australian community. As digital partners of HACCI, we also feel like we've got an award today. Our award is the fruition of the hard work we have been doing together for the last 2.5 years. Going digital is a journey that takes time, and I can assure you that digital transformation is not about technology. It is about reconsidering possibilities. It is about changing mindsets. It's about desire to think forward, desire to redesign a business strategy. HACCI was brave enough to ask, what if? Good things take time, but when hard work and plans finally come to fruition, the payoff is so rewarding, like this night at the Hellenic Museum.
Thank you, Kyriakos. And indeed, what a pleasure to have Mary and Effie with us tonight.
Unexpected things happen when people come together to share knowledge and experiences. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the Spiro Stamoulis Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's cross to the Hellenic Museum in Melbourne, yet another initiative of the Stamoulis family.
Thanks, Mary, and thanks for being part of the 2020 HACCI Awards team. We've reached this stage in our first ever digital awards ceremony that we all come together to celebrate a larger-than-life individual. It is always very moving when we come together to express our gratitude to our elders. As Greeks, we are raised to look up to our elders, to respect them, to honour them, and to love them. They are our link to our past, to a glorious history of trials and travels, of struggle and achievements, of survival and continuity. And now let's welcome Ross Alatsas to present the Spiros Stamoulis Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you, Fotini. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate HACCI for organising the Excellence Awards this year under very difficult and strange times indeed. We are here to honour a remarkable person who has packed many lives into one, a true legend of Melbourne music and a Greek community leader. Nick Politis has been a champion of multiculturalism and a living example of how music brings people together. His father, Theodore, migrated from Lithgava to South Africa in 1891. In 1900, he came to Melbourne. It is here that he met Filia, an Asia Minor refugee. They got married in 1924, and of course in 1927, Filia gave birth to Nick. Nick finished school in Elwood and studied commerce, languages and arts at Melbourne University. After graduating, he took the helm of the family business, a confectionery factory. In 1971, he sold it and moved on to migrant services. Nick Politis was one of the founders of the Greek Australian Welfare Society, Pronia, when they were facing a lack of Greek-speaking social workers. He went back to uni to get a degree in social work. He became Pronia's director for 15 years. In 1981, he received the Order of Australia Medal. Meanwhile, he had been living a parallel life as a hot jazz musician. Australia is home to the world's longest-standing jazz festival, the Australian Jazz Convention. When the first one was held in 1946, 19-year-old Nick Politis was there, playing his clarinet. Since then, he has performed almost every year. He has played with the greatest Melbourne jazz bands, but also with legends like George Lewis and Louis Armstrong. Up until recently, he would still perform every Sunday. At the age of 92, Nick Politis is a true national treasure. What a life. It is my honour and privilege to present the HACCI Spiros Stamoulis Lifetime Achievement Award on behalf of the Stamoulis family to Nick Politis.
Well, thank you very much indeed. This came as quite a surprise. And, you know, if I'm going to thank anybody, it's going to be my parents who came to Australia and set up a family and gave us 4 children a wonderful start and the best of education and so on. And so we've had a very good life and full marks to Australia for that. I'm very, very happy that you've awarded me this nice thing. I received the Order of Australia Medal many, many years ago, 1981 I think it was, and this will go up next to it, and it's something. I'm really on top of the world. This is a day out for me. In fact, it's my first day out of the house for so many months. We've got no idea what's going to come. I mean, early in January, I was saying Χρόνια πολλά και με υγεία και ευτυχία του νέου έτους and all that sort of thing, little knowing that it was going to be such a terrible year. And we've still got more to come, so we've got to be patient. Υπομονή και επιμονή. Keep at it. And that's the only advice you can ever give to people.
Congratulations, Nick. What an inspiration. What a life, what a night. And congratulations to all the winners tonight. Fotini, how does it feel?
What a year, Mary, but despite the challenges, we're still standing.
Speaking of challenges, do you remember this?
This year has been a standout year for HACCI, but a year of significant change.
Σιγάτε, shorter sentences. Φέτος θα πάμε really good εδώ στο HACCI. Αυτό είναι ένα από τα καλύτερα που έχουμε αυτό το χρόνο. So far, so good. So far.
This year, you'll be pleased to know that you get to say your speech without your interpreter.
That was so much fun, but tonight we're going around the world. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the HACCI board, I extend our heartfelt congratulations to all of tonight's HACCI Award recipients. It's such a pleasure to be able to bring you the HACCI Awards online this year. Nothing was going to stop us from celebrating our best and brightest. We have been powering through this pandemic. We know that businesses have endured the most challenging year in their history. This year has been full of challenges for all of us, especially those of us under severe and lengthy lockdowns in Victoria. The HACCI team overcame isolation by embracing and connecting with the community online with courage and optimism. HACCI disseminated the latest information and updates in English and in Greek throughout the pandemic, actively engaged with government and consulted with other chambers. Our Young Professionals Network engaged in our largest mentoring program to date and stayed connected online notwithstanding many months of lockdown. Φίλες και φίλοι στην Αυστραλία και στην Ελλάδα, Έλληνες και φιλέλληνες σε κάθε γωνιά του πλανήτη. Πάντα η δύναμή μας ήταν στον τρόπο σκέψης μας. Η ιστορία μας είναι γεμάτη από αφηγήσεις για ανθρώπους που μεγαλούργησαν με ιδέες που κατάφεραν να κινήσουν τη γη. Και σε αυτές τις ιστορίες θα πατήσουμε για να ανακάμψουμε. Είμαι η Φωτεινή, το παιδί των μεταναστών που μεγάλωσε σε μια οικογενειακή επιχείρηση. Είμαι η έφηβη που έκανε όνειρα να σπουδάσει νομική, όπως οι νέοι που είδατε πριν από λίγο. Ως δικηγόρος, ως επιχειρηματίας και ως πρόεδρος του HACCI, πιστεύω στη δύναμη της επιχειρηματικότητας, στη συνεργασία και στην καινοτομία. Το HACCI στηρίζει τις επιχειρήσεις, τις συνεργασίες και περιμένει με ενδιαφέρον τις καινούργιες σχέσεις που θα δημιουργηθούν από αύριο. Σας ευχαριστούμε που είστε μαζί μας. Thank you to our main partner, the Bank of Sydney. You've remained a steadfast supporter of HACCI throughout the year. Thank you to our digital partner, Just Gold Digital Agency, who have curated and produced an outstanding inaugural digital awards event this evening. Our collaboration has ensured that the HACCI Awards would take place without interruption. We got through 4 months of planning, hosting a fabulous nominations campaign online, and production under difficult lockdown restrictions to bring you this amazing event tonight. Sincere thanks to our awards partners, our HACCI community partner Hellenic Power, our HACCI corporate partners and our awards broadcast partners for their support, for sharing our vision and for their enthusiasm. In 2021, HACCI will continue to be the chamber of choice for Hellenic Australian businesses and professionals. We invite you to join the HACCI network as a corporate partner or as a member and be part of a dynamic, progressive and united organisation that advocates and supports a collective vision for the future of the Hellenic business diaspora. Stay with us and enjoy the rest of the 2020 HACCI Awards.
The 34th HACCI Awards are now in the hands of their rightful recipients. It's time now for the Hellenic Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry to start planning the 2021 awards. And next time, we will dance the night away. And in the meantime, we have another musical surprise for you. One of the rising stars of the thriving Melbourne jazz scene, bassist Chris Frangou and his trio. They will close this evening in the best possible way, playing Greek music with a jazz twist. Thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you to all our partners for making tonight so possible and so memorable. Make sure you follow us on social media, stay safe and stay connected. Kalinichta sas. Good night, everyone. Oh my God, how good was that awards ceremony? You know, it was digital this year, wasn't it? You know, a lot of people have been going digital in lockdown, if you know what I'm saying, but it's just good to see, you know, that the HACCIs have made an effort to reward and acknowledge the people that are doing awesome things in business, even under the most difficult of circumstances. And to all the Melbourne people who I love so much, you know, it's been a tough time in Melbourne, but guess what? Things are only going to get better. Melbourne people are born to support Melbourne businesses. I think everyone's going to come out in droves, and I think the tide's about to turn. Good luck, everyone. Hope to see you at the next HACCIs 2021. Until then, I'll see you in your dreams. Yassas.
Not all banks are the same. Our bank is different.
Very friendly and a better interest rate.
It's a real family bank. That's what we like about it.
With the Bank of Sydney, there's always a smiling face. They have time to ask you how you are.
A people's bank.
We are not a bank that does things just because the rules say it. We actually feel the outcomes of our decisions.
What makes Bank of Sydney different to other banks is their willingness for partnership.
The human touch in every transaction.
It's trust, respect and loyalty.
Well, I've always said this, it's that personal touch. You get that with the Bank of Sydney.
They can see through the BS, pretty much.
The work ethic of both Bank of Sydney and our customers to achieve success is quite remarkably similar.
Our customers are essentially people who build their way up, and we acknowledge that and we value that.
A lot of our customers give back from